This thing is launched live, baby.
On deck!
Good experience. Their heads are right, they've been in the weight room. I would say these kids got very strong this past fall. Just knowing that anything is possible pretty much this year.
And now,
we're focusing on one game at a time, just focusing on making sure we execute every play, every moment.
The Austin High Maroon On Deck Show.
Players, my teammates, we developed a really good relationship over the season.
Brought to you by Plains Capital, Nance Orthodontic, Mark Hart Architecture, by Delta Millworks, by Somanos, by Prosperity Roofing, by Cover Chevrolet, by James Gonin Architecture, and by the Chuck Nash Auto Group, by Tate Property, Terrytown Pharmacy, Innovative Care, Timeless Service, 8118 Dental Professionals, dental care focused on whole body wellness, Sportsman's Barbershop, a friendly neighborhood barbershop, Horizon Bank. Since 1905, Horizon has been proud to work with local businesses across Central Texas and beyond. And now to the Maroon Broadcast Booth. Here's David Roy and James Scott.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, here from Stony Point High School here. The season opener, opening night, as it were, here, as America's pastime comes back to the high school level, gets things ready to go for another season. David Roy, James Scott in the broadcast booth with you as always throughout the much of the season. We'll get a nice little warm-up here before the team and the broadcast team by extension takes a road trip down to Sinton later this week. But before we get into that, we'll get into tonight. You'll see some familiar faces, you'll hear some familiar names get called, and there's some youth out there as well. The times keep changing as they so often do. Some seniors and some new faces that have come up. We'll get into those as the evening progresses. But James, this is kind of a little bit for Coach A. You had the scrimmages earlier, but now this is really kind of the first situation where rubber meets the road.
The rubber is meeting the road, and I got to say, David Roy, it's great to see your face, great to hear your voice. That just means that Maroon Baseball is back on the air, and we are here. And what a great day to start the 127th season of Austin High Maroon Baseball. So very proud of that. Very proud of this team. Had some high points, low points there in the scrimmages, but that's what scrimmages is for. It's just kind of work out the kinks. So we got Stony Point tonight here from District 25 6A, coached by Travis Larson, 3 years as a varsity coach here. And then Coach A, obviously starting in his officially second year. He was an interim that first year, so sort of his third. And we've got a heck of a matchup here. We've got 3 of the top 60 players in Central Texas, according to the Statesman. We have Matthew Pazak from Stony Point, who we know personally very well, and from our own Maroons. If you haven't seen the article, they honored Osby Contreras and James Scott with 2 of the players to watch out for this spring.
Well, and you won't have to wait to see James Scott either, as James Scott, who will get the start at center field here tonight. And in addition, he's your leadoff hitter here tonight for the Maroons. Osby Contreras will be batting in that 4-hole, and he'll be getting the start behind the plate here tonight.
Yes, why don't we go ahead and give the starting lineup here. So I've got it for the Austin High Maroons, leading off and playing center field, number 3, James Scott. Batting second and playing third base, Javi Godinez. Batting third and playing first base, Jaden Besa. Batting fourth and catching to Mr. Roy's point, Osby Contreras. Batting fifth and playing shortstop, the Babe, Logan Kinney. Batting sixth and playing left field, Ty Schreiber. Batting seventh and pitching, Fletcher Wilson. Batting eighth and playing right field, Jason Martinez. And batting ninth and playing second base, Ames Alejandro making his varsity debut.
He'll make his varsity debut, and then some of these guys that we talk about are from last season that we saw weren't necessarily regular starters in the lineup, but they were contributors. They'd come in kind of throughout the course of the season. Martinez was one of those guys who we saw come in throughout the course of last season, had some bright spots a little bit in the backstretch for the Maroons last season. Wasn't a necessarily consistent starter, but he started to see a little bit more action towards the back end. Ty Schreiber, a little bit much the same. Wasn't consistently in like a Godinez or a James Scott, but started to get a little bit more action as the season waned. And so they are now regulars. They will be counted on a little bit more here tonight and throughout the course of the season.
Honorary coach Sean Kelly.
Absolutely. Why don't we go ahead and give the Stony Point lineup for those keeping score at home. Leading off, a shocking leadoff hitter, catcher number 5, Matthew Pazog. Shortstop, number 9, Ryan Jen. Batting third and DHing is number 22, Dylan Jenkins. Batting fourth and playing first base, Landon Grimes. Batting fifth and playing left field, Caden
number 2,
Parati. I got that right.
You got it.
Oh, man, I was sweating it. Third base and batting sixth, Morgan Polson. And batting seventh, playing second base, Bryce Bryant. Batting eighth and playing center field, Jacob Davis. And batting ninth in right field, Chase Syntek.
And our starting pitcher tonight, number 12, Tate Johnson.
There you go.
Tate Johnson will get the start off the mound tonight. So really for both teams, we're going to see a little bit of new faces on the pitching mound. Now, Fletcher Wilson is a familiar face for those of you who tuned in with us last season for Austin High. But can he be the arm to replace the production, at least in some part, of Jake Beck? We'll find out on the other side of the national anthem. Well, it's about that time. Get the show back on the road, and the long season, the long road to the UIL state playoffs and state championship game. Well, it starts tonight.
You know, David, as I think about this season, we really have 3 things that is going to be the key to our success. You touched on one of them earlier. Do we have the arms? Maybe a few arms that can replace the innings that were eaten up by Jake Beck and Luke Pazanka last year. The second thing is, can we play sound, fundamental baseball? We don't have to make the great plays, but can we make the routine plays? That includes making great base running decisions. And then the last and probably the most important is, can we have confidence? You know, sometimes kids the media kind of plays into that, where this team will never do it, or this is a blue blood and it's always going to win. You and I are old enough to remember when UT didn't do that well in football, right? Basically from what it was, a 2008-ish time frame into the last couple of years,
right?
They really didn't do that well, but whatever, you got to tip your hat to them. The kids in that program the last 2 years decided they had enough and they were going to turn it around. We have to have that same kind of mentality. Some people call it a dog mentality.
Yep.
We've got to be able to do that. Just have confidence that we can go make those plays.
Sure. And it only takes one, right? And the ideal stance would be that you just kind of need a little bit of something, right? The snowball effect. Just kind of keep it moving, and eventually it will turn into the avalanche that you need it to. You just got to get hot at the right time. Well, there's not a lot of heat to be found here tonight, right? And so we'll see who's got the juice in the dugout to warm things up on a cold February night on President's Day.
Well, on the mound for the Tigers, you have Tate Johnson, who's a senior. He was third team All-District out of 25 6A last year. Won 2 games, saved 1, had a 1.90 ERA. So senior against senior, stepping into the box, we have James Scott Jr. He hit last year, he hit 403, led the team in hitting and on-base percentage, 494. OPS at 925.
All right, getting it started, number 3, James Scott.
Here he is. Stepping up for the first time this season. And some direction being called here. Getting a bat sleeve off the field here. And Scott fouls off this first one into the Austin side.
Yeah, our crowd is filling in. About 15 minutes ago, David and I wondered if anybody else is going to join us. It might be a late arriving crowd, but they're filling in.
A little bit of a sleepy Monday on this bank holiday week. So James Scott starts out down in the count 0-1 as the 0-1 pitch from Tate Johnston just a little bit too far inside off the plate. Scott swings, misses at the 1-1 offering.
Yeah, that was up. Chased it high.
Gotta hope that the seniority will help things here at the plate. He'll foul off the 1-2 pitch. Not quite over the net and into the stands behind us. Just and the 1-2 outside, trying to get him to chase. And Scott.
Pazak and Scott. Pazak's the catcher. Scott, the hitter, played a lot of games together for the Austin Wings in their youth.
This one.
Oh.
Into the Austin High dugout.
Wave the white flag.
Little friendly fire out here. As James Scott still fouling this off. And this one
Get there.
skips its way. Not in time to first.
Get it off the wrist. It brings up Javi Godinez.
Number 2, Javier Godinez.
Javi led the team last year in games played, plate appearances, at-bats, doubles with 4, and runs scored with 12. He's a senior freshly back from visiting Nichols College over the weekend.
Johnson, the windup, swing and miss, down, way down low. I'll put Javi Godinez down in the count 0-1. That one comes back inside. Godinez definitely will feel the breeze off that one.
Like a breaking ball that didn't quite break. Takes the count to 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss at the 2-1 and brings the count back even. And a 2-2 count, 1 away. Godinez pops this one straight back onto the roof of the press box. Is it going to roll down to us?
Waiting on that ricochet or the roll. Maybe not.
Don't think it'll come. So a 2-2 count. Tate Johnson sends Javi Godinez down swinging.
Stepping to the plate, number 1, Jaden Bessa.
All right, Jaden Besa coming in, 3rd year on varsity. Poised to get his 3rd letter. Pitcher, first baseman, sometimes outfielder. Fastball down and away.
Besa will look and watch the 1-0 pitch go by. Gets ahead of the count, 2-0. That one maybe a bit generous.
Yeah, that's a good spot. Low and away.
Still ahead in the count here for Besa as he'll foul off the 2-1 offering. Brings us back to an even 2-2. Still top of the first here. Everybody just kind of feeling each other out right now. And top of the lineup, getting their eyes on Tate Johnson here first. That one way upstairs. Could have been a Christmas decoration. It was in the attic that high up. So a full count here, 2 away. Besa.
There you go. First base
Gets
runner of the
him
year.
walked.
Way to go. Way to come back from being
Brings up
behind in
number
the count.
21,
Nice at bat,
Osby
Jaden Besa.
Contreras.
So that'll bring up Osby Contreras.
Osby, one of the top 60 players to watch for in the Central Texas area, according to the Austin American Statesman. Hit .250 last year, .310 on base percentage, 3 doubles, 4 runs scored. Junior catcher.
And Contreras. It's a check swing. Wisely so. Started to come around. Thought it was going to stay a little bit high, and it did. So the 1-0 count. Trying to respect Base's speed there a little bit at first.
Is that what that is?
Well,
I'm not sure his dad would agree with
yeah,
that, but
you know.
it's okay. They don't know that. Stony Point,
they don't
That's
know.
the important thing.
Well, they clearly don't know that.
We're just kidding, Jason. Jaden, don't get mad at us. We're just playing.
A 1-0 high and away gives Osby Contreras a nice little 2-pitch cushion here.
He's done a good job working himself into a good hitter's count. Took a lot of discipline to lay off that last one.
Fouls off the 2-0.
Looks like that got Pazak. Big hole over there on first, obviously with base on being held.
Yep. Coach A coming over, have a little word with Contreras. They check on Pazak.
Looks like maybe got him in upper thigh.
Yeah. Two-one count. Still strong hitters count here for Contreras. They'll come back with that throwback to first. That one way inside, and Contreras builds this back up to a 3-1 count.
Another good hitting count. Got to see if Johnson's comfortable throwing him anything but a fastball here. I'd be sitting dead red if I was Osby. There you go.
Fouls it off.
He's right on it, just a little under it.
Brings us to a full count.
Got to give Besa that extra jump over there. He's got to make sure that he doesn't throw over and get picked. So play a little conservative over there.
There we go, come back. Contreras drives it to third, and it will squeak through.
First hit of the
year. Goes down for a base hit.
Nice job, Osby. That'll bring up another 3-year letterman, or this will be his third year,
Yeah.
Logan Kenny. Shortstop, probably going to be one of the better defensive shortstops in 26-6A this year. He's really, really shown a great glove. He'll probably throw some off the mound, too, I would guess.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys come in and get you one inning.
Number 12, Logan Kenny.
2 away. Still here in the top of the first. But Austin High's got 2 on.
Logan had 41 plate appearances last year. Drove in 4, walked 7 times.
Swing miss here for Kenny early. Puts him down 0-1.
Looks like that was a slurve, curve.
Landon Shipper currently in right now for Contreras on first. So Contreras can go with 2 outs, get his gear on. As Kenny goes down 0-2.
Logan hit one out in one of the scrimmages. He hit a big bomb.
He takes that one, goes down looking. So that will bring us into the bottom of the first. Austin High leaves 2 stranded to get out at the top of the inning. We'll see Fletcher Wilson when we come back. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vibe Live Network.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert. Welcome to Covert Chevrolet in beautiful Bastrop, Texas, where small town values drive big time savings. At Covert Bastrop, we understand what matters to you most. A good deal, great service, and dealing with people you trust. What matters to you matters to us. Rooted in family values since 1909, the Coverts have been serving Central Texas for 6 generations. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop. Together, let's drive. CovertBastrop.com.
Welcome back in. David Roy, James Scott here in the broadcast booth.
You know, David, I just checked and looked at Johnson's pitch count in that first inning. He threw 28 pitches. It'll be interesting to see this early in the season how long these pitchers will go.
Especially when you take into effect the cold.
Yeah.
Cold's going to set in, and it's going to be hard to stay warm.
Yeah, it could tighten up their arm. Fletcher Wilson on the mound for the Maroons led the Maroons in victories last year. Won 3 games, 3-1. He pitched 20 innings, 9 games, 3 of them starts, faced 89 hitters, gave up 13 hits, 14 runs, walked 13, struck out 24, had a 4.90 ERA, and he faces the University of Pennsylvania commit Matthew Pazak.
Matthew Pazak.
Pazak hit an even 300 last year as he won the Defensive Player of the Year for District 25 6A.
Wilson.
I've had the pleasure of watching about 200 games or so of Mr. Pazak. Great kid from a great family.
He fouls off Fletcher Wilson's first pitch of the season. An 0-1 count here for Pazak. Off the foul, he sent back towards the Stony Point dugout. Now a little time here called by Contreras to go and try and get on the same page with Fletcher Wilson.
You know, talking about seeing how long they'll go, I know Fletcher, I think his longest outing was an inning in the scrimmages, so we'll see how the pitch count goes, but I can't imagine either one of these guys really going beyond 3. That seems, you know, especially if you're up around 60 pitches, that's probably a bit too much for February.
Right. Well, and the other part of the equation here is, I mean, we're a pitch in on the Austin High side, and we've already had a little chit-chat at the mound between pitcher and catcher. Stony Point has not had that. Have to wonder if that one inning that Fletcher's gotten in the scrimmages maybe playing into some of the miscommunication here early from mound to plate. The 0-1 gets fouled off.
Fletcher's quickly ahead, 0-2.
Yeah. So far, so good. Wind up, down in the dirt, and they'll call that a ball.
Yeah, fouled it off. I think this is the first game I've ever seen Pazak hit leadoff. He's usually a 3-4 hole hitter.
Wilson.
Ooh, overthrew it. Overthrew it. I would assume that the Stony Point strategy is, since Pazak is such a good hitter with a high on-base percentage and he is a catcher, that if he gets on, they would courtesy run for him and get some speed there.
Just kind of the same name of the game that you have for Austin High. Just get them on and sort it out from there.
Yeah, Pacek isn't your prototypical leadoff hitter.
No.
He's not slow, but he's not fast either. He's got a lot of tremendous other assets. Speed might not be one of them.
Pitch from Wilson. Low and away, and it evens the count at 2.
I think everybody's done their scouting report. So Fletcher and Osby obviously know who Pacek is.
Mm-hmm.
I like to see him just come after him right here. You don't want to get to 3-2.
Yeah.
Get it, Osby.
Come right at them. And
there you go.
Contreras gets underneath it.
What a play by Osby Contreras. He found it late, but boy, once he found it, he got on it like white on rice. He picked that one up and showed tremendous ball control, too, using both hands to keep that ball from popping out of his mitt. So very good job by Osby Contreras. This is Ryan Ginn. He's playing shortstop. He's a senior. Also pitches.
Chops this one to short. Throw to first.
Nice play by Logan Kenny.
Time.
Nice backhand play over there, Logan Kenny.
Number 22, designated hitter Dylan Jenkins.
Hey, we talked about earlier, he's going to be one of the best defensive shortstops. That's a grown man play right there.
Had to stoop down, bent down to the one knee, scoops it up, and then comes up.
It's Dylan Jenkins, first baseman. He's DHing now, but he's usually a first baseman.
Drives this one straight back, and that'll get through for a base hit.
Brings up number 27, Landon Grimes.
And this is the first baseman, Landon Grimes.
Yes.
Might be Landon's first plate appearance on varsity. They do not show him as a returning starter.
Two away, one on. This one gets through as well from Grimes, able to slip that past base at first and into right field.
Plate number 2, Caden.
That's all right.
Berardi.
He just shot it over past base at first base. Fletcher's throwing strikes. It's good to see.
Yes.
Keep throwing them. Let your defense do some work for you. So this is left fielder Berardi. He is also a pitcher. He's in left field right now.
Fletcher brings this in. And downstairs for ball one. One-0 count, Wilson. Put that one upstairs. That gets by Contreras. And so the runners advance. One gets fouled off. 2-1. Caden Perardi working against Fletcher Wilson right now. Swing at it, 2-2.
It's a big at-bat right here. Looks like he might have crossed Contreras up, or they want to get on the same page with what they want to throw here.
Runners in scoring position. 2 away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wilson has this one chopped back over to third. Godinez.
There you go.
But upstairs, but the throw is in time to Besa. And that'll retire the side. And we come back into the top of the second. Ty Schreiber, Fletcher Wilson, and Jason Martinez will take the plate on the other side. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vibe Live Network.
Stretch your leg.
At Horizon Bank, we're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we're proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you. Or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com. Priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today.
Welcome me back in. David Roy, James Scott here in the broadcast booth. Top of the second, and Ty Schreiber will get us going here. And he will take his first offering from Tate Johnson, who threw 28 in that first inning. That one being pitch 29. This is pitch 30 here, and it is downstairs, just over the plate, though, to make this a 1-1 count here. Johnson. A wind-up, swung on, missed by Schreiber. Let's put him down 1-2. Gets Johnson ahead here in the count. And that one outside. Johnson really trying to get Austin High chasing. It's about the third or fourth time he's done that here tonight. And this time he did not. Check swing, well done by Ty Schreiber to make this a full count. A 3-2, Schreiber walks.
Number 5, Fletcher Wilson.
Top of the second, and Austin High has one on and nobody out. Schreiber gets on the walk. And so Fletcher Wilson comes to the plate. Came around. Takes a strike here. on pitch 35 for Tate Johnson. That one finds zone 2. Fletcher takes it. Watch it go by. And the 0-2 count here for Fletcher Wilson. Swing and a miss, and I'll sit down Fletcher Wilson.
Number 10, Jason Martinez.
Puts one away. Up comes Jason Martinez. Was a bright spot last season and went with a bunt attempt there. It's a bit outside and goes to ball 1. Throw back to first. Making sure Schreiber's awake out there. Bunt laid down, fouled off by Jason Martinez. On a 1-1 count here. One away, one on. And the 1-1 for Jason Martinez, Mr. 1-0. Right here. Goes down 1-2 in the count. Martinez.
It's a good inside-out swing.
Yeah, fouls that off.
Almost bounced it over third baseman's head. Foul or fair. That'd been an extra base hit right there.
See how Tate Johnson answers this. You talk about Fletcher Wilson throwing a lot of strikes. Tate Johnson not quite doing as much of that here tonight for Stony Point.
He's outside.
Comes outside again.
A good eye by Jason.
Well, and it's been a recurring theme here tonight for Tate Johnson. He gets you down in that 1-2, tries to get you chasing outside.
Yeah, he's nibbling, is what you're saying. And that nibbling's causing that pitch count to go up.
Yep. Asa High doing a really good job not biting on it. And Martinez takes that one looking.
Number 9, Ames Alejandro.
Ames Alejandro making his varsity debut.
Yes.
Just take a deep breath, man. The bases are the same distance as they were last year.
You've got one on, 2 down, and Alejandro swings, misses.
Looks like that was a slider at 73. Maybe a sinker. Looks like his fastball sitting consistently about 82 miles an hour.
Is Alejandro.
Also known as Ames.
Ames?
Yes.
0-2. Ames takes that one looking.
Welcome to varsity, Ames. That's all right.
So Asa High
next time.
Got one on the walk, but can't make anything out of it as we head into the bottom of the second. Fletcher Wilson takes the mound back, and Polson, Bryant, and Davis are up next for Stony Point on the other side.
Hi everyone, I'm Gigi for Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC in San Marcos. We'd like to invite you to shop Chuck Nash, where we combine small town hospitality with a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Right now, we have over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from and a friendly staff to guide you through your purchase. Stop into Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC today and experience a new way of buying or selling your next vehicle.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
Welcome back in to the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vibe Live Network. David Roy, James Scott here at the broadcast booth on a chilly February night. Fletcher Wilson finds his own once again, just picks up right where he left off. Pitch number 15 puts Polson down 0-1 in the count.
Ooh.
And follows that up, gets Polson on with
brings up number 4,
hit by pitch.
Bryant.
That's a 73-mile-an-hour curveball that didn't break as much as what Mr. Wilson wanted it to. That's okay. Roll a pair here, pitcher's best friend.
Bryce Bryant starting at second tonight for Stony Point. Comes up to the plate. Now lay down the bunt. Wilson just makes that a nice, easy throw. Over to first.
Point, number 15, Jacob Davis.
Everybody moved well. Good to see. Osby got out there. Fletcher fielded it cleanly. Ames Alejandro at second was moving.
Just take the simple out, right? Make the fundamental plays, and don't get much easier than that. Polson does advance. But the 1-0 here comes back 1-1.
Big hook for a strike. That's a great pitch.
Wilson finds it again.
Dude, he painted the corner on that one. 80 miles an hour, low and away. Nice job. Let's come get him.
The 1-2. Downstairs, outside. Couldn't get Davis to chase after it. The 2-2.
Nice job.
Swung on and missed.
83-mile-an-hour fastball low and in.
Number 7, Chase Penchek.
Nice job, Fletcher Wilson.
So up comes Chase Penchak with 2 away and a runner on second.
You certainly want to come get him and not have Pazak coming up with a runner in scoring position.
Wilson puts that one high upstairs. Ball one.
Outfield's got to get ready to move up on the balls of the feet.
Fletcher will step off.
The sense of this game is this is going to be a low-scoring, tight affair. So
It's
you got to think
shaping
that
up to be.
Yeah, that third base coach is probably going to send this runner home on a base hit. So you got to come up firing it home, try to cut this run off. Nice pitch.
Inside Fletcher Wilson.
Boy, that's another one. He's living inside. It's good to see.
The 1-1 gets fouled off.
Way ahead. Fletcher still throwing strikes. Great to see.
Yes. You talk about confidence being a key component to the season, and certainly early on, Fletcher's got it coming off the mound. Oh, that one gets away, and runner will advance.
Well, that's an important 90 feet because that run's going to score on a base hit now. Anything to the outfield.
Yep.
You know, sometimes, especially in today's day and age, these pitchers come by and they think if they're not throwing 90, it's not going to work. But Greg Maddox has something to say about that.
This one popped. Driven. James Scott corrals it to retire the side. That one just hung on its way out there, and Scott able to track it under the lights.
That's good. Now we get to face Paysack with nobody on, nobody out.
That's right.
So that's good. Way to come back and get him, Fletcher Wilson.
There you go. Wilson sets him up. We'll head to the top of the order. James Scott, Javi Godinez, Jay and Besa looking to carry the momentum up to the plate when we return.
I'm Hunter Malloy with Prosperity Roofing. Central Texas got hit hard with hail this year, and Prosperity Roofing has been there to pick up the pieces.
My house took some damage in that last hailstorm, and Prosperity Roofing quickly worked directly with my insurance company to replace it with a way better looking roof. They earned my 5-star review. I highly recommend them.
Everything important in your life happens under your roof. Let Prosperity Roofing give your home the roof it deserves.
Do you need a haircut? A real haircut? One that's tapered or blocked, clipped or trimmed just the way you like it? Come let the licensed barbers at the Sportsman's Barbershop take care of you. The Sportsman's Barbershop is a friendly, no-frills neighborhood barbershop located in Austin's Brikerwood area. Our barbers specialize in traditional haircuts for men and boys, along with beard trims and straight razor shaves. The trophies and mounts donated by customers that line the barbershop walls serve as testaments to over 60 years of serving Austin. Give the guys a call, 512-459-9525 to schedule your appointment today, or look us up online at sportsmansbarbershop.com. The Sportsman's Barbershop, an Austin institution.
Welcome back in here at Stony Point High School. Still scoreless. Head into the top of the third as we'll head back to the top of the order. David Roy, James Scott here in the broadcast booth as always, and James Scott will get us started here in the top of the third.
Hey, as we get started on the top of the third, if you're at home on a device, shoot us an email. Let us know you're listening. ahsmaroonbaseball@gmail.com. ahsmaroonbaseball@gmail.com. And special shout out to Kendall Wood and Claire Marie watching in Waco, Texas.
Scott, one pitch, drops this one into the gap. Short right field and one on already.
All right, let's get something going offensively. Everybody plays smart. Pazak's a really, really good defensive catcher. Great pop time.
Godinez talk things over with Coach A.
You know, as a third base coach, you hate to see that. Because now everybody in the world's going, I bet they're going to put a play on. So if you're Coach A, you may go, hey, not this play, but next one.
Right, yeah.
Not this pitch, I should say.
Yep.
If you're wondering, we are down to just David and I on the Vibe crew tonight. We are missing our Austin High team due to illness. We're especially missing Lulu Korn, Shep, Maisie, Olita, Ian. Hope you guys are watching and doing well. Look forward to seeing you in Sinton.
On Thursday afternoon, 3:40. Start time. Like you said, not this pitch, but then the next pitch. They try to put the play on, and just off the edge of the barrel of the bat there, fouled off.
So this is part of that fundamental baseball we're talking about. As a fastball, it's a good low fastball. It's a good pitch to bunt. You got to square around. You got to get that job done. Everybody in the world knows you're bunting right here.
Fouled off, skips back.
Now we're quickly down 0-2.
Yep.
So, and both of those were fastballs. We got to get those bunts down. Team-wide. Javi just happens to be in the box. That goes all 21 guys we have on the roster.
Two down away, and Godinez wisely takes no part in it.
This will be Johnson's 50th pitch right here.
Hey. Downstairs and ball two.
Way to fight back. He's even up the count.
Yes.
Now, if you're Johnson, are you going to dare throw a curveball here? Or are you going to come back with another fastball? His fastball away. Boy, all the way back from 0-2 to 3-2. Good job, Javi Godinez.
Well, it's what we were talking about earlier. Tate Johnson just continues to nibble, not willing to attack, and certainly does not seem to be aiding him off the mound here.
Yeah, Pazak knows James is a runner too, so a little cat and mouse game going on here.
Full count for Javi Godinez.
Ooh.
Take that one.
Yeah, that's a curveball. He came back. He fastball after fastball, that at bat. And when he got to 3-2, threw him a hook and just froze Javi. Yep. That tells you right there Johnson's very confident in that curveball.
So one away here, top of the third. They'll give that one. Strike one here for Besa. And Besa swings and misses at the 0-1. One away, one on. And James Scott currently looking to be stranded at first. He's got the speed. Besa drives this one.
You got to go. Oh, no. He's going to
down to the left.
Don't listen to me.
That one.
Don't listen to me. I didn't realize that left fielder got over and that ball did hang.
It hung. I thought it was going to be driven out a little bit more. Instead, it stays up and just sort of hangs out before coming back down to earth. The left fielder able to get over there, pull that one in. And so up comes Osby Contreras with two away.
Yeah, Osby got the first hit of the season for the Maroons.
Yeah.
He's 1 for 1. You wonder if Coach A would put James in motion here with 2 outs already since we couldn't get him over to second. Doesn't have a big lead at first.
Contreras fouls this straight back.
I'd be about half tempted to.
The 0-1.
There you go.
Off the third baseman's glove, and
Osby Contreras ripped that one.
He is 2 for 2 now tonight.
Logan Kenny.
Way to go, Osby. And I tell you what, how important is not getting that bunt down right now. James would have been at second. Absolutely, he'd have scored on that ball.
Up comes Logan Kenny. Went down looking in the first. And a very similar situation, had 2 on.
.81-mile-an-hour fastball up in the zone.
Gets Kenny ahead 1-0 in the count. 2 away, 2 on. Top of the third.
Ooh,
and that was inside. Kenny got bunched up here, ties this count again at 1 apiece.
Yeah, it's a tough one. About half of that is self-defense. There you
Kenny,
go.
solid contact to left, and your left fielder for Stony Point, Caden Perardi, comes up with the play to retire the side. Take you in, bottom of the third, and Fletcher Wilson goes back to work on the mound. When we come back, you're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vipe Live Network.
Maroon Baseball is supported by Austin's oldest independently run pharmacy, Terrytown Pharmacy. Founded in 1941, Terrytown Pharmacy has been family-owned and operated since 1950, and the Newberry family is loyal forever. Visit Terrytown for great customer service, incredible gifts, and necessities. If you haven't transferred your prescriptions yet, give them a call. Thank you, Terrytown Pharmacy, for your consistent annual support of Maroon Athletics. Terrytown Pharmacy, online at terrytownpharmacy.com.
Real estate companies come and go in Central Texas about as fast as the wildflowers in spring. But when you're looking for a house, you're looking for a place to put down roots, a place to call home for years to come, which means you need a realtor with roots in the community, like Tate Property. Tate Property is a family-owned real estate brokerage located in Terrytown. We grew up here, we live here, and we work here, representing buyers and sellers of Austin's finest luxury homes, investment properties, and farm and ranch retreats. This is our passion. Give Tate Property a call at 512-474-8283. That's 512-474-TATE. Or look up online at tateproperty.com and let us know how we can help you today. Tate Property, exceptional homes, exceptional service.
Welcome back in to the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vibe Live Network. That's Fletcher Wilson, bottom of the third, goes back to work and gets Pazak swinging.
That is Fletcher's 27th pitch of the night, 19 strikes, which is just a phenomenal percentage.
Pazak fouls off the 0-1 and quickly finds himself down in the count 0-2.
And I know Fletcher has some fans listening on the YouTube stream. Deborah Sue Drum, thank you for your email.
Pazak fouls off the 0-2.
Debbie Drum is Fletcher's grandmother.
There you go.
Always supporting the boys. Also want to give a shout out to Abigail and Sophia watching here in Austin, Texas. Couldn't be closer. 0-0, bottom of 3.
And 0-2. Pazak able to just get enough of it. Cold February night.
Not as cold as Sinton's going to be, brother. I'm telling you that. I don't know. You may want to put on your thermals for that.
Yeah, no kidding.
A little extra motivation calling Sinton and getting in that press box.
Fletcher Wilson, the windup.
Ooh.
Pazak. That'll go down as a base hit. Just drops right in front of Schreiber out there and left.
Our radar got that 87 off the bat.
Pazak able to get on for the first time tonight. They lay down the bunt. Fletcher, throw to second. Not in time. Fletcher was a bit off target.
Now hitting number 22, Dylan Jenkins.
And Kenny, give him credit.
All right, so this is what we're talking about, fundamental baseball. Nobody is paying attention, and the runner on second just took third because nobody was covering third. Now, Coach A is going to come out and say, hey, we had time, didn't we? And I'm not sure if anybody called time or not.
I don't know.
This is the boogaboo that has bitten us before, so we just got to regroup. You got first and third, so don't be surprised if Stony Point puts on a first and third play, especially getting the runner on first, kind of in a pickle over there between first and second, and see if we'll give up the run at third.
Everybody in on the conversation, but the decision is made. It'll stay the way it is. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Looks like Godinez is going to play in at third. Bases obviously holding on the runner at first. If there's a play defensively we have on, look for Kenny to come cut the ball off behind the mound but in front of the bag at second.
And Fletcher Wilson step off. You know, it's interesting. We saw earlier tonight really a similar situation for Fletcher Wilson. And in that one, he turns, makes the easy throw to first. Here was a bit more aggressive, tries to make the throw to second. It does not pay off.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. I don't think his feet were set, and that ball definitely tailed on him. It tailed back into the runner, which put Logan Kenny in a bad spot trying to make that play.
See if Wilson can shake this off here as he comes back, throws high and away for ball one against Dylan Jenkins.
Tried to paint the corner there and missed. 2-0.
Good hitters count here for your designated hitter in Dylan Jenkins. And with one in scoring position. Goes to it again. That time able to get just a piece. 2-1 count.
With Besa holding the runner on, it sure does open up that hole for the pull side.
It's back, this one. Driven left. Catch made by Schreiber. And throw.
Way to be there, Jason Martinez backing up
Now
that
hitting
ball.
number 27, Landon Grimes.
That catch over there made by Schreiber. His the throw back into second base got behind Alejandro, but Jason Martinez was there to stop the damage. Runner does take second, so we still have runner in scoring position. 1-0 Stony Point.
Yep. And one away. But runner in scoring position here. Wilson comes back. Throw missed. Not sure if it missed or if just Kenny, it bounced off his glove.
Is that Kenny or Ames Alejandro? I think it was Ames.
You know what? I think it was Ames. I take that back.
Ames is kind of camped at second right now. That's good curve.
Comes back in. Start inside, broke back, center plate. And a 1-1 count.
There you go, chased one, helped us
Let's
out.
Go. A 1-2 count. This one popped, driven, Schreiber able to snag it cleanly. And that's 2 away.
That's a good drive. It's 320 down left field line, 355 in left center. So he hit that ball about 348 or so. But that's just a long out.
Yep. But the run does score. So Stony Point goes up 2-0.
No,
no
run.
not. I'm sorry, no
He
run scored.
stayed at second.
He stayed
Boy,
second.
That's 2 outs. That's
two
where
outs.
you got the
there's
2 from, big boy. You're going to give Debbie a heart attack over there.
Scare somebody here,
you know.
yeah.
Nice block. Nice block, Osby Contreras.
Becomes really key here with that runner in position there at second. Don't want anything unforced or undue to help Stony Point keep this within a 1-run game. 2-0, fouled off. Back towards the press box. And a 2-1 count here for Kane Perardi. Wind up. This one sent straight back. James Scott settles underneath it, and that'll retire the side. 3 innings in, finally somebody on the board, and it is Stony Point. They've got one across heading into the top of the 4th. We'll see if Austin High can answer when we come back. Schreiber, Wilson, and Martinez, you're next at the plate.
My missing teeth were in the front.
I fell off a roof, messed up my teeth.
I would be talking and my tooth would just fall out. That's when I turned to 8118 Dental Professionals.
When I first came in, it was so welcoming.
I just felt a connection, felt like family.
It is worth every penny because you get that peace of mind that everything is okay.
I can't stop smiling.
Why wait?
From implants to full mouth restoration.
Go to 8118dentalimplants.com to see how we can help you smile again.
Welcome back in. Stony Point, there in the bottom of the 3rd, able to score and make this a 1-0 game.
All right, we go into the top of the 4th, leading off to number 11.
As we head in
Schreiber.
here, top of the 4th, Ty Schreiber able to get things started here for Austin High. Got on with a walk his last time out. See if he can do so in some capacity again here. And he'll start trying to lay down a bunt.
Good idea.
Fouls it off.
Good idea. Left-hander, you're that much quicker and closer to first base. He's got pretty good speed. I love it. Just dropped it foul.
Swing, miss there. Down 0-2. Maybe got a piece of it for it to be foul, but either way.
You know, for all our talk about pitch counts, Johnson here, he's sitting on 63 about.
And we weren't sure if he were going to go that deep this early.
Boy.
In the season. Pitch 64. Fouled off. Gotta wonder at what point Stony Point considers some kind of a change. To be honest, I don't even see or hear any kind of movement over there.
Yeah, you know, one thing we don't know is how they've conditioned their pitchers.
That's true.
Could be where Mr. Johnson over here is ready to go 6 or 7.
Here's the 0-2 for Schreiber. And one away.
Boy, that seemed a little low and away,
Number
but
5,
I tell you,
Wilson.
down 2 strikes, that's a little too close to take, unfortunately.
So up comes Fletcher Wilson. Struck out last time up. Did go down swinging. And he'll go down.
That was a ball, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah. It was a ball, 73-mile-an-hour curve that was way off the plate, I thought.
This one comes back inside, so 2-0. They'll start out, come back in. See what Tate Johnson answers with. Down and away this time. And it's 3-0 count for Fletcher Wilson. Really good hitters count. there, Tate Johnson strike. 3-1 here still, though, for Fletcher Wilson. Was waiting for something he liked, just couldn't catch up with it, and it brings the count full. "3-2" gets fouled off by Fletcher Wilson, so drives that pitch count up for Tate Johnson.
You know, I'm sitting here watching the radar, and you can see where Johnson earlier in the game was hitting about 83. That last fastball right there is about 79. His previous one was 80. So you can see he's probably getting a little fatigued as we're talking pitch counts and all.
Outside, and Wilson gets on with a walk.
We should have a courtesy runner for Fletcher over there.
Number 10, Jason Martinez.
Let's see who coach sends out.
Gonna say.
Somebody needs to make sure their legs are warm. You have a number there.
So I'm trying to get a good look at here. I believe, from what I saw before, it should be Shipper. It does look to be Shipper.
It is Shipper, really? He's 20?
20. It is 20, okay. It's 23 earlier I saw. And so that is actually Carter Hayden.
Yep. Don't worry, Debbie. Fletcher will come back in the game. This is just courtesy runner.
Now the bunt laid down by Jason Martinez.
Okay. Good bunt.
The throw is in time, but it does advance. Heading over to second.
So this will be Ames Alejandro's second at bat at the varsity level. Tip of the hat to Jason Martinez for getting that bunt down.
Yep.
We could have used that a couple innings ago by someone else on the team. That's all right, but that's a good job. We're not perfect here.
Ames Alejandro.
We are teenagers trying to do our best, you know.
Went down looking, his first at-bat.
Big at-bat for this kid. Find some way to get on.
Swings, misses. Pitch down low, 0-1.
Maybe not the pitch that you want to go with the first pitch of the bat.
Swing and a miss at the 0-1 offering 0-2 with 2 away. A runner at second.
If you're Ames, you got to sit here dead red, and if he fools you on a curveball and gets it over, so be it. But you're behind the fastball.
Fouls it off.
So that was 80, and he was just a little under it. Now if you're Johnson, you're thinking, okay, he's pretty much on it. Maybe break off one, see if he'll change it.
Scott on deck. If Alejandro can just get on. And he cannot. Swings and misses. It came back inside and leaves a runner stranded at second as we head into the bottom of the fourth. Stony Point still ahead by 1. When we come back, you're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vibe Live Network.
Hi, I'm Jenny Covert. Welcome to Covert Chevrolet in beautiful Bastrop, Texas, where small town values drive big time savings. At Covert Bastrop, we understand what matters to you most. A good deal, great service, and dealing with people you trust. What matters to you matters to us. Rooted in family values since 1909, the Coverts have been serving Central Texas for 6 generations. We want to be your car dealer. Let us prove it. Covert Chevrolet, Highway 71 in Bastrop. Together, let's drive. CovertBastrop.com.
At Horizon Bank, We're from here. With over 100 years of experience serving Central Texas customers and headquartered right here in downtown Austin, we're proud to support our community and the athletes who keep it strong. Stop by any of our Austin and Central Texas locations and see how we can help you meet your goals. We'd love to meet you. Or you can visit us on the web at horizonbank.com.
Well, for now, while we work out the technical difficulties, this is what happens when Lulu's not here.
Blaming it on a teenager, David Roy.
Look,
not taking responsibility for him playing with different knobs on the little bright board. That's okay. We'll go with the radio feed.
It's fine. Look, I'm not even quite sure what entirely happened.
We do have one out, so we'll catch you up real quick. We got a pop out to Dane Calvert, who is taking over for Ames Alejandro at second base. So one out, bottom of 4. That's a foul ball back over on the side, down first base line. So it's a 1-2 count.
1-2 and out. Two count. I think the good news right now for Austin High, in the sense that you've, despite the 1-0, right, and the run that was given up, it's been a pretty solid performance outside of the one error.
Yeah, I think the best thing about this so far is we're only down 1-0.
Yeah.
That inning could have turned into a bad one. Fletcher Wilson there struck out.
Yeah.
Number 16, Jacob Davis.
Not sure which Stony Point that was. Bryant. And so now we're down. We got 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. But to your point, that it could have been a lot worse than 1 run. I don't know that I'd have scored that throw from Fletcher as an error, as more of a fielder's choice. But to your point, he could have gone to first base, got the out, and that would have saved us. But, he took risks. Sometimes risks don't pay off. Quickly down 1-0, I'm sorry. That's a ball outside. Fletcher still working from the windup.
Comes back inside again.
And talking pitch counts, I mean, Fletcher, this should be pitch 57 coming up right here.
And it gets fouled off.
And his dad's iPhone just got knocked over. So he's trying to get some video. I guess he doesn't like the Vite video. He wants to do it his own.
He didn't like ours.
He didn't want to hear David Roy talking.
I guess
or maybe
not.
it's me. It's probably me.
Well.
His ball up and in. So it's 3-1 count now.
Three-one count, 2 away. It's back inside. 3-2.
And just for quick clarity, there's nothing wrong with your device. We are having camera issues, apparently.
Yeah.
So it's the radio broadcast now as a strike. Called strike. Fletcher Wilson, what a stud performance right there.
Not much of a better way to do it. You get out of the 4th inning and you keep it within a run. Now this offense for Austin High has to find something. We'll take it back to the top of the order when we return. Get you a little half inning. We'll do it old school style. Video will be back up top of the 5th when we come back. Welcome back in. Top of the order, top of the 5th. And Austin High looking to answer down 1. David Roy, James Scott in the broadcast booth with you. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vipe Live Network. Had a fun little radio half inning. Now things are back to normal.
The glory days of baseball on the radio. I bet Debbie listened to some games on the radio, baseball games on the radio in her day. Something tells me that. Maybe the old Astros Colt 45s or something.
Top of the order, number 3, James Scott.
All right, Sarge, James Scott Jr. stepping in, 1 for 2 on the day. Out in front of that curveball.
Last time up, he got on one swing. He's 1 for 2 tonight.
Looks like they're going outside on him. 80-mile-an-hour fastball is quickly down 0-2.
Oh, 2 count for the Sarge. Scott, the run.
He's safe. Oh, my
No,
God.
he is not.
Called him out?
Yes.
Number 2, Javier Gavins.
1 away.
So he struck out. The catcher dropped the ball. Pazak dropped the ball. So swinging, drop third strike swinging. Scott had that beat by a ways.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well.
Okay.
There looked like a little confusion at first base with the first baseman covering. and where the throw was coming from the catcher, but still he was safe by a stride. Oh, there you go.
Oh, that one.
That's a fair ball.
Stays fair down the third base line.
Oh.
And the throw is not in time.
Javi Godinez getting us going. Way to go, Javi. He ripped that ball.
Number 1, Jaden Bessa.
So now Jane Besa.
Base hit ties this game up. Big at bat here from Mr. Besa.
Was a pitcher change, by the way. It is not Tate Johnson.
Our team hasn't figured that out yet. But you are correct. That is number 12.
Yeah. Trying to find. I don't know that I see a number 12 on my. That's supposedly Tate Johnson.
Really? Okay.
On my sheet, okay.
Well, David Roy, what are you talking about over
I'm
here, man?
so confused, man.
I'm the older of the two. I'm not supposed to be able to see.
Was there not? You know what? First game back.
We're excuses.
Got to work off the rust here a little bit.
When we want to hit the rewind button and hit delete.
Yeah,
that's okay.
Just a little bit.
That's okay. We're human too, just like the umpire who missed that call at first.
You know what? Here's what it really boils down to. Maybe I should have dug out the binoculars a little bit sooner. Help me out here a little bit. And I didn't.
That ball's outside. You know, this umpire's calling a really good ball game.
Yes.
The guy behind the plate, he's very, very consistent. Now, the base umpire over there at first, he blew a call, but this guy behind the plate's been incredibly consistent all night long.
Two count. Fouled off by Jane Besa.
That was a good defensive swing there by Besa. Just foul it off. That ball's way too close to risk getting rung up on that. Good smart play, Jaden.
One away and a runner. At second.
Curveball.
Swung on, missed.
Number 21, Osby Contreras.
All right, boy, what a time for Osby Contreras to maybe go 3 for 3. I don't want to jinx him.
He's done well so far. We'll see if he can keep it up, but he has had Tate Johnson's number so far tonight.
Javi's our second fastest guy on the team, so if we can get a base hit, man, you got to think Coach A is going to send him too.
Oh, yeah.
Make them make a play. Curveball 71.
Can't get to it. Swung on and missed.
Now, if you're Osby, you got to be thinking, is this guy going to come with 2 curves in a row or go fastball? My gut would tell me fastball, so I'd set dead red right here. See what happens.
Pops it foul.
I think that was a sinker. So it looked like a sinker. It certainly wasn't a curveball.
No. Well, and for a second, too, I thought, is that gonna land? Do we need to take defensive measures or not?
Yeah, it may have been a straight change. Yeah. Oh, well, Osby hung in there, got a piece of it.
Yep.
Now you got an 0-2 count. Just focus on putting the bat on the ball.
The 0-2.
Oh, he chased one high. You know he wished he had that one back. That's 81-mile-an-hour fastball up over his eyes.
Well, that'll bring us into the bottom of the 5th. Austin High leaves another one on. Time starting to become a factor. Can they answer? We'll find out on the other side. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vibe Live Network.
Nance Orthodontics is committed to providing the highest quality orthodontics for the Austin community. Dr. Nance is a board-certified orthodontist and offers Invisalign and braces to create beautiful smiles. Our friendly team is passionate about creating beautiful, life-changing smiles for all ages. With the latest technological advances, patient comfort and happiness are our highest priority. Give us a call for your complimentary consultation today.
Welcome back in. Cold night here at Stony Point. That cold front starting to come in just a little bit more. Of course, talking about it, going to be cold down, going to be cold up here this week later in the back end too.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We are going south, though. 1-1 count here. We have had some defensive changes. Ty Schreiber moves from left field to first base. Taking over in left field is Bodie Martek.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, defense stays the same. Calvert still in at second for his second inning of work. And Fletcher Wilson still dealing from the mound.
This one gets fouled off. I went upstairs, and umpire may want to give Osby Contreras a little bit of a thank you there on that one.
No doubt. No doubt. Come get him, Fletcher.
Get him in the mask. 2-2 count.
Yeah, that's a little high. Yeah, it's a little high. Dig down deep. Come get him. You don't want to face Pazak with the runner on.
This one grounded to short.
Good
throw to
strong.
first in time.
Yeah, good strong throw by Logan
Number
Kinney.
5, Matthew Pazak.
You know, we've successfully put ourselves in a great spot when we're facing Pazak.
Fletcher Wilson is done.
He is done for the night, and what a elite performance he gave. Here, you and I weren't thinking he was going to go past, you know, maybe 3 innings at all, and he's thrown 5 1/3, I believe, is what this is going to officially go down as.
And this is why Besa is not at first, because he is set to come in relief.
Actually, it's going to go down as 4 1/3. So here's the book on Fletcher Wilson. 4 1/3 innings pitched, given up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, walked no one, 4 strikeouts, 66 pitches thrown, 44 of those strikes for a 2/3 strike to ball ratio, which is just elite. And then to your point, Jaden Besa coming in, pitching. This is his 3rd year pitching for the Maroons. Last year, Mr. Besa had 23 1/3 innings pitched, which is the high of all of our returning pitchers. Through 7 games, started 3 of them, faced 119 batters, 1 win, 2 losses, gave up 34 hits, 26 runs, 21 earned, walked 11. Left-hander. So, yeah, Besa has actually led the team of returners. He led the team in 23 1/3 innings pitched, game starts, batters faced, and number of pitches. But how about a tip of the hat once again to Fletcher Wilson? My gosh.
Talk about it. You know what we talked in pregame and kind of coming into tonight, who's going to be able to replace the production that Jake Beck offered. And early returns would say, so far you got it in Fletcher Wilson. The question will be, can he keep it up throughout the remainder of the season? But a game in, looks pretty good.
Hey, 1 game at a time, man. That's all it takes.
Looking
Rome
pretty
built
good
today. Yeah. And, you know, we were talking about Maddox earlier. You know, Jake was more of a very fastball, big hook guy. Fletcher, more of a Greg Maddox type. Hit your spots, keep the hitters off time, and results, man, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter if you throw 82 or 92.
Right.
It's what's the score.
At the plate, number 5, Matthew Pazak.
Score right now, Stony Point up 1-0. Here in the bottom of the 5th, with 1 away. And Besa comes in with 1.
Starts him off with a curveball. Talking about pitching him backwards.
This one comes back. Doesn't find the zone there either. So it's a 2-0 count for Pazak. It's a 3-0 count now. Besa, the windup, and he will walk Pazak.
Not expect a courtesy runner for Pazak, probably one of their fastest guys, so we played right into their hands there.
Stepping to the plate, number 9, Ryan Jin.
Watching the dugout here.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody come out. That's shocking.
They are leaving Pazak in.
All right. We'll play that right to our hand.
One away. 1 on. Ryan Jin. Finds the zone here this time, Besa. Just catching that outside corner. And down goes Jin 0-1. "55 degrees here. Feels more like 48. As Jin drives that, that's a base hit. Sits down in front of James
Number
Scott.
22, Dylan Jenkins.
Yeah, just looped that one in center. I was hoping James would be a Superman and come in and dive and catch that, but way, way out of his reach. All right, now we got a lefty on lefty matchup here. How about a little pitcher's best friend, and let's roll a pair. How about a Calvert to Kenny to Schreiber double play, 4-6-3.
The 0-1 there. Breaking ball. The 0-1. Stays outside. Can't get Jenkins to chase. The 1-1, this one finds its way into the gap. That's a base hit. And
brings up number 27, Landon Grimes.
Pazak comes to the stop. Base is loaded.
We have a defensive substitution. We did not even
mention that. Fletcher Wilson takes Ty Schreiber's place at first, and Schreiber returns to left.
So Bodie was in and out pretty quick.
Yeah, very quick. Blink and you miss it.
Looks like we're playing corners in infield. You're going to try to turn it up the middle. Ooh, yeah, he was trying to get hit by that one. Grimes was. Quite a pickle we find ourselves in.
All the ducks on the pond. And only one away. This one hit into the gap. Kenny cannot get to it. One comes across. So does a second. And that'll stop. Jenkins will at third.
Now hitting number 2, Caden Perardi.
And Grimes go down as a we'll see how they score it. Call that a
that'd be base hit all the way.
Base hit.
Oh, 100%. Wasn't even close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure if you were going to call that base hit or he only gets a second on the miss.
No. Kenny gave all effort he could. The fact the ball is, tipped off his glove, that's not a him problem.
Okay. Base of the windup. Two-0 count here. Stony Point up 3 now. As 2 runs score here at the bottom of the 5th. (3-0). And Besa will walk.
Brings up number 11, Morgan
Caden Perardi gets on base, and base is loaded again. And Coach A going to call time, come have a word. with Jaden Besa. And it looks like we'll be changing.
Yeah, it just didn't look like Jaden had it today.
No.
So it's going to bring in, looks like Henry Shooter.
Junior?
Shooter is a junior this year. Had 21 innings pitched last year over 11 games. Started one of them. Faced 106 batters. No wins, 3 losses, 1 save in his only save opportunity. Gave up 25 hits, 22 runs, 19 earned. Walked 18, struck out 25. Hit 1 batter.
One away, and we'll see if Shooter can have perhaps a little bit more success. And sometimes you just have those kinds of nights. Early in the season, would be surprised if everybody was rocking and in rhythm.
Well, that's why you play these non-district games and all the tournaments, right? Because you want to get some games underneath your belt, find out who your team is before you get into district play.
Right.
Because, you know, as you look at going to the playoffs, that's all that really matters. These games are great for rankings and records overall. You obviously want to win them. You're playing to win. But district is a big one.
Oh, yeah. Well, and the other part of it is, too, especially in these, right? First game of the season, like you said, non-district. And so some of these kind of turn into some guys maybe still need a little bit of tune-up, right? Maybe didn't get as much work in the scrimmages as other guys did. And so everybody kind of trying to work their way back into the season. Some it takes a little bit longer. Not Fletcher Wilson tonight, okay? Apparently he had it coming out of the gate. So, but, you know, Game and Sinton, if he gets another opportunity later this week, does he still look that way? Is it consistent? You know, is he still sorting some things out? You know, we'll see.
That's
so
number 11, Morgan Polson.
In all, and it's this way in all sports, but in baseball, perhaps more so than others, it is definitively a marathon, not a sprint to the finish. Shooter comes out, throwing a strike. So the 0-1, strike 2.
Good to see him work quickly ahead.
Comes out attacking. The 0-2 from Henry Shooter. This one driven into the gap between short and third. Schreiber able to scoop it up.
That brings up number 4, Bryce Bryant.
Base is loaded, but Jenkins comes across. It's a 4-0 lead for Stony Point. Shooter looking a little off kilter. See, he'll settle in. There he goes. Strike there. And a 2-1 count. This one gets fouled off. Brings the count even. Base is still loaded. And this one chopped over to second. Calvert makes throw to first. So the run scores, but 2 away now. And runners now at second and third. Stony Point up 5. Shooter, wind up, swung on and missed. Two-one count here, 2 away, 2 on, both in scoring position. As this is popped, foul here by Jacob Davis.
Stony Point, 8 hits tonight. A lot of them here in the last inning.
And Shooter will get Davis a chase and get him out of the inning, but not before Stony Point rattles off 4 of them and push them up to a 5-0 lead heading into the top of the 6th. Asa High got their work cut out for him. When we come back, you're watching the Asa High YouTube live stream, part of the Vibe Live Network.
Hi everyone, I'm Gigi for Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi for Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC in San Marcos. We'd like to invite you to shop Chuck Nash, where we combine small-town hospitality with a huge selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Right now, we have over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, and a friendly staff to guide you through your purchase. Stop into Chuck Nash Chevrolet Buick GMC today and experience a new way of buying or selling your next vehicle.
Welcome back into the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vibe Live Network. Told you I'm a little rusty right now. But Tate Johnson tonight is done. He may be feeling a little rusty in the morning, considering the pitch count he went through tonight. Julian Lara comes in to replace him. And he's got quite the cushion for it, a 5-0 lead to come into.
So we can officially close the book on Tate Johnson. 5 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, no runs, no earned, walked 3, struck out 11. Through 91 pitches, 63 of those strikes. Very surprised.
Very.
Through 91 pitches.
We got to see if that's going to come back and maybe kind of add up. Will, be interesting to just kind of monitor Stony Point going forward throughout the course of the season, specifically in that regard. Because you come out, this is opening night. Yeah. This is the first game of the season, and you've put your pitcher out there to throw 90 plus.
Yeah.
That's
the only thing I can think of is Johnson must be conditioned for that. You would hope so.
You would think so. which then would indicate that by the time you're into the regular season, right? By the time you're into districts, you would think that he's built up enough of that callus, right? You talk about building up calluses, that he can put up over 100 and still feel pretty comfortable. Lara's going to come out, put one up high and away here. Logan Kenny at the plate right now. He'll swing.
No. That's high.
Was it?
Oh.
Check swing, okay.
Ugh.
I was going to say.
Come on, man. He didn't move. I was hoping. A boy can dream.
So they're going to say he did come around. And a 1-2 count.
Scoreboard's wrong here. They've got it 2-1, not 1-2.
They thought along the lines you did. Yeah. That and swing on the 2-2, and Kenny can't make it past Pazak without the tag.
Number 11, Ty Schreiber.
Schreiber comes in.
He was 0 for 1.
Yeah.
Walked once. Tried to put down a bunt last time. Good idea, just didn't work out.
Shooter on deck.
There you go. Ooh.
Just pulled.
Just out in front of it a little bit. Boy, that'd have been a nice one.
The 0-2 with one away. Schreiber swings, misses, and that is 2 away.
That brings up 19, Henry Shooter.
Here in the top of the 6th inning.
So Shooter getting his first at-bat of the year. Last year got 25 plate appearances, 23 at-bats, 4 hits. 1 double, 2 RBI, 1 run scored, and walked once.
The 0-1 Shooter just gets a piece of it. 0-2. With 2 away. And Shooter takes it looking.
Yeah, that's a no-doubter. The entire Stony Point team knew that was a strike.
Shooter trying to plead his case a little bit. No avail, and that brings us into the bottom of the 6th. And it's all Stony Point here from Stony Point. You're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vibe Live Network. When we come back, the Stony Point Tigers go back to work.
Almost every day, banking touches some aspect of your life, from growing your business, saving for retirement, or planning for future generations of your family. That's why it's so important to pick the right financial partner. The good folks at Plains Capital Bank have deep roots in Austin, serving Central Texas owned and operated businesses for over 20 years, from commercial real estate to managing your wealth. You can find them at plainscapital.com or call them at 457-7500. And when you talk to them, be sure to tell you that my friend Paul said hello, member FDIC.
number 7, Chase Pinchak.
Welcome back into the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vibe Live Network. Chase Pinchak comes up to bat. Contreras still working from behind the plate. And Shooter still working off the mound here. Besa back at first. And Shooter with the strike. The 0-1. Too low. So the 1-1 count here. Scoreboard operator must be getting cold up there. Still showing there's 3 outs. 2-1 there. This one gets fouled off into the netting here. So the 2-2, it's upstairs. Brings the count full. And you got Matthew Pazak sitting on deck here. He does not need any help with a runner on.
There you go.
And a swing and a miss.
They come back and get him.
Pinchak sits down.
5, Matthew Pazak.
So here comes Pazak.
Pazak 1 for 2 with a walk. Struck out once.
This one rolled over to Logan Kenny, and he makes the throw over to first.
Listen, that's a lot more difficult play than
Number
Logan
9,
made
Ryan
it seem.
Chen.
Well,
The very sweet backhand came up, made a good throw. Nice job over there.
so
Tell you
two
what,
away.
last couple of years, Logan has really impressed me with his defense in the infield. Boy, oh boy. I mean, last year he made some diving plays over there at third base.
Nearly came up with one tonight. Just comes off the edge of the glove. Shooter definitely looks like he has settled in here tonight.
You know, that shortstop position is so important for every team, but especially on a team where we're trying to find our pitching and who's going to be there. You got to count on that position to make every play, and I think Logan's up to that task this year.
Just I say that Shooter looks like he's settled in. Comes up 3-0 here.
You know, we're missing Patrick Bird. You may remember Patrick from Stony Point game, right?
Yeah.
He fractured his tibula out there in the game that you guys did.
Brings up number 22,
and
Dylan
but
Jenkins.
you know, he's probably 3 weeks away from being able to kind of be cleared and go. So it'll be interesting to see what dynamic Patrick brings to that team, especially kind of being a little rusty. Does Patrick play second? And Javi stays at third. Do you flip-flop those two? Patrick is the kind of kid you can put him anywhere, and he's going to do well.
I think a lot of it, too, is going to depend in part just on how much confidence he's going to have in that leg coming back, how he's going to feel about it in that return.
Yeah, I saw him this last week. He looked good. He looked good. I think he was ripping, raring to go. I think some of the adults in the life are trying to get him to slow down,
Slow down
listen
a little
to the
bit.
doctors.
Gets
probably
pretty
the smart
difficult.
thing to do.
You know, I mean, you get to that point, you feel, I mean, especially at that age, right? You know, it's like, okay, we're like everything's fine now. Like, let's go. You know, take the training wheels off and let me go. Just got to get him to settle in.
There you go.
Shooter comes up, gets him to chase.
It's hard to not to listen to the doctors. You know, James had a surgery, he had a UCL repair June 20th, and he listened to the doctor, did everything he's supposed to do, and by September 20th, swing and a miss there, he was cleared to play football, which is coming back from Tommy John surgery and 3 months later playing football. That would have been unheard of. So that's blessing in so many different ways. And now he says his arm's stronger than it was before. Who popped up?
This one popped.
That's Calvert's ball.
Calvert
there you go.
Successfully calls it off.
So a word to Patrick Bird. Listen to the doctor, my man. Do what he tells you.
Besa is sitting there ready to go, but Calvert steps in, and that retires a side. It'll bring us into the top of the 7th. When we come back, you're watching the Austin High YouTube live stream, part of the Vipe Live Network. When we come back.
I'm Hunter Malloy with Prosperity Roofing. Central Texas got hit hard with hail this year, and Prosperity Roofing has been there to pick up the pieces.
My house took some damage in that last hailstorm, and Prosperity Roofing quickly worked directly with my insurance company to replace it with a way better looking roof. They earned my 5-star review. I highly recommend them.
Everything important in your life happens under your roof. Let Prosperity Roofing give your home the roof it deserves.
Maroon Baseball is supported by Austin's oldest independently run pharmacy, Terrytown Pharmacy. Founded in 1941, Terrytown Pharmacy has been family-owned and operated since 1950, and the Newberry family is loyal forever. Visit Terrytown for great customer service, incredible gifts, and necessities. If you haven't transferred your prescriptions yet, give them a call. Thank you, Terrytown Pharmacy, for your consistent annual support of Maroon Athletics. Terrytown Pharmacy, online at terrytownpharmacy.com.
Well, top of the 7th, and unless Austin High can rattle off 5, which crazier things have happened, so never say never.
Never say never, David Roy.
Never say never.
Nobody better than Jason Martinez, Dane Calvert, and James Scott to get it going, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Even Motley Crue saying kickstart my heart. They want a Maroon comeback.
Well, the Maroons trail by 5. They'll need to play some pretty clean ball here. Herrera comes in to work off the mound for Stony Point. There was a ball got left behind the plate. A little play stoppage there. The wind up from Herrera. It is way outside. Martinez doesn't even flinch. There, he'll twitch. Fouls us off. That one probably into the parking lot.
Good thing we parked far away.
It's one time a year that the further away you are from the venue is probably the better.
100%.
Football, basketball, you want to be as close to the door as you can. Here, we'll park out in the boonies. It's safer on the vehicle. Martinez fouls this one off, so he's got an even 2-2 count here.
He's right on him.
Martinez
Curveball.
Check swing.
Yep, up and outside.
So there he goes.
That's
full
good.
count.
I tell you what, I'm really impressed with this umpire behind the plate. There's a lot of umpires that have called that a strike, and there was nowhere close to a strike. Good job.
And Martinez stands in, gets the walk.
Kickstart my heart.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That brings up number 4.
Puts one on.
Dane Calvert.
All right, now let's see what Coach A is going to do. Sometimes you may be of the mindset to bunt the ball, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Bunt the ball down, find nothing. Sometimes you would just want to put the ball in play. This is Dane's first official varsity at bat.
And Calvert will bunt it. And fouled. Thought maybe for a second there it might bounce its way back over the line. And
I thought you were going to say you thought I was crazy with the bunt.
No,
Yeah,
no.
I've seen it, but I understand. Sometimes if you put the pressure on the defense, it'll make them make the play, and they'll create opportunities for you. Just didn't work out right there.
Try and force your defensive alignment into an error.
Ooh, he's saying they fouled it.
Yeah, he had fouled it before.
He just called that one foul. I didn't hear a
Did
tip.
he? I didn't think he made contact.
He went like I didn't either.
Okay.
That's what the
yeah,
hand signal
I
did.
didn't see the hand signal either to go with it. I saw the strike signal, but not the signal that he got contact on it. And this one, he doesn't make contact at all. Swings and misses, and that brings up James Scott. Sends one away.
All right, Scott, 1 for 3. How about a 2 for 4? Kickstart my heart.
So one away. Herrera comes back. Martinez does have some speed.
He does. I'm not sure if I was on the mound and up 5 runs, I'd be worried
about it, but you know, he's got a set of wheels.
He does.
So does the Sarge. This one gets fouled off.
You got front row seat to those wheels or some of those acrobatic catches he made in football, right?
Yep, that's right. That's right. Able to blaze a trail down the sideline a couple times.
We have a few of those multi-sport athletes on here. Drew Anderson.
Yeah.
Jason Williams. James Scott. Patrick Bird. Whoa.
That one inside and high. And
good job getting his face out of the way.
Yeah, no kidding.
He took one right in the snaz as a sophomore. Good thing to see him get his face out of there. Right in the lip. It looked like he got beaten by somebody. Thank God he had the jaw guard on.
That one high and upstairs again. So the 1-1 count turns into 2-1. One away. Runner on first is Martinez. Got on with a walk. Herrera.
Slider.
Stays inside, though.
This umpire's really good. God, there are so many guys that would have called that a strike, and that was certainly a ball. Man, I'm really impressed by this guy.
3-1 count.
There you go.
There it goes.
Way to get on. Kickstart my
There
heart.
you go.
We got 2 runners. Let's
2-1.
go, baby. We need 3 more and a big bomb. Let's go.
Number 2, Javier Godinez.
Now here comes Javi Godinez.
He ripped one. Who better than Javi Godinez? Straight back from Nichols College.
Kidding.
Come on.
That wind's starting to pick up here just a little bit. That cold front can feel it starting to move in. Crazy to think that just yesterday it got up to 70. Oh, Godinez swings. Herrera got him to chase.
I mean, he's walked 2 out of the 3 guys he's faced. May not want to chase that one.
Puts Javi Godinez down 0-1. Herrera.
Good eye.
Down low. Godinez stays off it. The 1-1. Runners at first and second.
Good job not chasing that one.
Godinez.
If he laid off that first one, be sitting 3-0.
3-0, that's right.
That's all right. Ifs and buts, candy and nuts, right?
Still in a hitter's count here. 2-1.
Well, I'd make it be right down the hill before I took it. See,
kickstart
my heart.
Bounced it off the dome.
Kickstart my heart. That's 3 runners on.
There comes
Full
Jaden
up.
Besa, and Osby Contreras will be on deck. I'm a little surprised that Stony Point is letting this kind of play out. Coach A taking time here. Only 1 out, and bases are loaded for Austin High.
If we come back, Kickstart My Heart is going to be our theme song of this team. We'll have to change the intro music to Kickstart My Heart and pay royalties to Motley Crue. Good Lord.
Number 1, Jaden Besa.
Austin High Maroons always keeping it interesting.
This one outside again, so Herrera.
Yeah, you got to make him throw you a strike here. There's no reason to chase it. He's coming out of the stretch. Obviously, he's uncomfortable working out of the – or he's coming out of the windup, uncomfortable out of the stretch.
This one fouled off by Besa.
That's all right. That was right down the chute.
Yep.
So that's a good one to go for.
1-1 count. Besa fouls that one off.
One of those low inside. Those lefties, they love that low inside pitch.
1-2.
I want to take back all the nice things I said about that. I don't think that came back over.
They're going to say that one came over.
We are sitting right behind the catcher and the umpire. Those two plus us, we got the best view of the whole plate. That's a shame.
Osby Contreras comes up, and he'll foul off.
Osby sitting 2 for 3 today. The Maroons down to our last out.
Yes.
Bases loaded. Let's just keep this train a-going. Any means necessary. Legally.
The 0-1.
Good eye.
Down low inside. 1-1. Bases loaded.
Good eye.
That stays outside. So it's a 2-1 count here, 2 away. Bases loaded. Swing and a miss from Osby Contreras. He evens the count at 2 apiece. And Contreras swings, misses at the 2-2. And that will do it. Here from Stony Point.
Well, not the way we wanted to start the season. However, we did show good fight coming back that last inning.
Yeah.
And putting the pressure on it. It was that one inning. We had that one misplay where nobody covered third base when that runner just took it. That got them their first run. And then that one inning, we just couldn't get an out there, and that's your 5-0 game.
The Austin Maroon for
Offensively, we talked, from the start of the broadcast, and our goals this year have to be to play that fundamental baseball. We couldn't get the base or the bunt down, which caused us not to get the runner to the second. Sure enough, we followed up with the base hit that would have scored that run. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Runner wasn't there because we didn't play fundamental baseball.
A lot of baseball coming up.
Yep. So
make sure your players stay
still,
on top of their schoolwork.
I mean, early returns, a lot of positives to be taken away from tonight.
Right here,
a couple things to be worked on. Got to get those bunts down like you talked about. But on the flip side to it is, I mean, Osby Contreras comes out here tonight, 2 of 4.
Yeah.
Coming out of the gate here. James Scott gets on with a base hit. Jason Martinez and company all able to get on with walks, some of them multiple times here tonight. And so the eye is already there and in tune for the season, it seems like. Just have a couple of things to clean up. And like you said, Patrick Bird still to return to this team here in a few weeks. So you add that seniority there, that veteran presence to come in. There's a lot to look forward to. Fletcher Wilson looked fantastic coming off the mound here tonight. So, a lot to look forward to, and we will see more of it come Thursday afternoon from Sinton High School.
Thursday afternoon from Sinton.
For the Sinton Invitational. So,
looking at the box score, we got 4 hits, so no runs on 4 hits. We struck out 17 times. We have to do a better job putting the ball in play. We may not always make, get a base hit or whatever, but you get 2 strikes on you got to choke up on the bat and just put the ball in play and put the pressure on the defense. We did walk 5 times. To your point, Fletcher Wilson threw a fantastic game. Shooter came in, cleaned up, a bad spot that he was put in. But tip the hat to Mr. Johnson today who gets the win through 5 innings of shutout ball and struck out 11 of the Austin High Maroons.
On 91 pitches, which is going to be something that would be fun to monitor for Stony Point to see how they progress with that going forward. But that will do it for us. Stony Point gets the early win on the season over Austin High, 5-0. And Austin High will look to rebound at the Sinton Invitational on Thursday. We'll be there for it, and we hope you will join us, 3:45, first pitch, to get things going on Thursday afternoon. We'll see you then.
Maroon Baseball is supported by Austin's oldest independently run pharmacy, Terrytown Pharmacy. Founded in 1941, Terrytown Pharmacy has been family-owned and operated since 1950, and the Newberry family is loyal forever. Visit Terrytown for great customer service, incredible gifts, and necessities. If you haven't transferred your prescriptions yet, give them a call. Thank you, Terrytown Pharmacy, for your consistent annual support of Maroon Athletics. Terrytown Pharmacy, online at terrytownpharmacy.com.